All right. I don't know if you can see this. CrossFit 2026 Community Cup. I got the t-shirt.
Oh, snap. Did they,
I'm ready to go, baby.
was that an option when we did like the checkout to purchase the thing?
Yeah, I'm such a sucker for a $20 t-shirt that's branded and something I like. So we're in Community Cup. It's live, baby. August 1st.
So that's why we're here. We're talking that mid-season competition. We got the itch. So we said, well, let's just screw with each other and go compete.
I know. So we have a lot to talk about, like in CrossFit in general. I think right now, I don't know if this is his own episode. I don't know if we like splice it with some stuff, but we're going to talk about the Community Cup.
Yeah.
1st to the 31st. So we have a full month. We can redo workouts. You can do whatever. I think we're just doing these one time.
Yeah. I'm not going to do a redo. I'm just going to shoot it and just see where I land.
No redos.
And let's do this. Because I think there's a good amount of people that probably don't even know Community Cup. I remember last summer, it was kind of quiet. I didn't feel like a lot of people talked about it. And you and I debated it, and we didn't end up doing it. But let's talk about it briefly this year.
I know it's quiet. I was on the Reddit, CrossFit Reddit. Nobody's talking about it at all. Like, nobody's like posted anything. There's a couple people from our gym that I like texted. I was like, hey, like, are you signed up for the Community Cup? And they're like, what are you talking about? So,
I don't think they push it very much. I don't think they push it very much. I think this is like, oh, it's a thing. If you want to do it, you can, whatever. Of course, you and I are weird, so we're like, absolutely, we're doing it. But it's like, it's almost that perfect mid-year between the Open of 26 and what will be the Open of 2027. We have like almost exactly that mid-year, like, hey, you want to go compete and kind of submit some scores, you can kind of see your trajectory a little bit, see kind of where you're falling.
Right.
So for me, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, me too. So you and I both, they do 4 workouts. Every workout gets scaled to where you qualified. So there's 10 levels. 10 is fully RX. 1 is like, I just started this thing. So based on like where you placed in the Open, you got pre-selected into a level. You and I both are in level 6. So our workouts are the exact same.
Yeah.
For all 4.
Yeah. Yes. And the way they do it is a little different than how they do the Open, where, in the Open, they give you a 3-day window, maybe it's a 4-day, maybe like a 3.5-ish day window. And the workout is a mystery. There's no prep work involved. There's nothing. It's just, hey, this is what is going to happen this weekend and you got to get it done. Where with the Community Cup, they, after our registration, they emailed us on Thursday or Friday. I forgot what it was. Friday. And, they're like, these are your 4 workouts. 1, 2, 3, and we can go through them in a minute. And they said, basically you have the full month to submit your score. But you and I we talked briefly this morning. We said, hey, let's just workout 1 is tomorrow.
Workout 1 is tomorrow.
Yeah. Tell us about workout 1, Peter. Tell us about that workout.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I feel like we should have had this conversation before, but are there any stakes on this? Is it just, this is bragging rights, I think?
Yeah.
Because the only way for it not to have been bragging rights is we would have had to make something up before we saw the workouts. But now that we've all seen the workouts, I think you have a preconceived tilt of how the competition's going to go.
Well, I think we'll get to this. I think reading them together, there's one that there's zero debate you're going to win it. We already know that. There's one that I'm more likely going to win, and then the 2 are mysteries. So we have 4 workouts. It's 1 to Joel, 1 to Pete, and 2 that we just don't know how they're going to shake out, which is going to make it.
Then you think it's even?
I don't know. I really don't know how the other 2 are going to go. I don't know. Well, we need to talk about them. We need to talk about them. We got to talk about what those workouts are.
Are there stakes or not? It's just pride.
I don't know. I don't know if there's stakes, and I don't even know like where I even start. Like if there's a stake, what is it? Like it should be something. I agree. I think we should have something here. We got to do something. And maybe we got to figure that out. I don't know if I can fire something out the hip right now, but
Well, we got to fire it off the hip tonight because we're both going to do
all
a
right,
workout
okay.
tomorrow.
So
So
are there stakes for the community cup as a whole, or is it stake per workout?
I think it's the whole, and we already think that you and I might split on two.
If we go, that's gonna be tough. So if we let's say we finish and we go 2-2, do we go like tie break? How
I
do
think it'll tell
we?
us. I think we'll get ranked. I think it's going to be probably just like the regular games where it's
Okay.
you'll
It'll
have
give like a
points.
percentage. It will give a percentage at the end. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I think.
How about what if we do stakes, but not too much stakes? We're not going to be in the same area for a while. Let's do like a gym shirt of the loser's choosing. So it's not like I'm going to go out and shop for myself if I win. So you get to pick it if I win, or I got to pick it if you win. It's so we get to decide for the other person what the shirt is going to be, but it's not like something so stupid they would never wear it. You know what I mean? Like it's like.
So I want to make sure I understand. So the loser buys the winner the shirt, or the winner has to buy the loser the shirt. That's going to be like ridiculous.
No, loser buys the winner shirt.
Winner a shirt, a gym shirt.
The loser gets to pick. Yeah, the loser gets to pick the shirt.
Okay, I'm down with that. Yeah, I'll send you a good shirt. I got you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm down with that. Maybe I'll get you like a good like. Well, how? Oh no, you do wear a lot of hoodies because off that Pacific coast it is cold. I'll get you like a good hoodie or something.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, all right, I'm down with that.
Nice.
Okay, I'm down with that.
Workout number 1. It's the 2007 CrossFit Games Hopper. So it's called the 2007 Hopper. At the CrossFit Games, it was a 1,000-meter row, and then 5 rounds of 25 pull-ups and 7 push jerks at 135. Our level 6 scale of that is a 1,000-meter row, then 15 pull-ups, and then 7 shoulder to overhead. So however you want.
At 95.
At 95.
And it's 5 rounds?
5 rounds.
5 rounds. 15 pull-ups, 7 shoulder overhead, and 95. And we talked briefly earlier today. We were just texting, and I had a thought of how I wanted to move the workouts around so we had some, I guess, diversity across the weeks. And you're like, no, we're coming out the gate. Because you can't do them in any order. Was one thing it does say. It's like, these are just the workouts, get them done at whatever point. I had in my mind what I wanted first. I had in my mind what I wanted last. And I think we came to terms that we agreed that the last one will be last. But the other 3, you wanted some time, I think, on a couple pieces. And so we said, well, then let's just go out the gate, just like they did the games, the 07 Hopper. We'll go out and do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep. Which will be me I'll do that in 10 hours and 45 minutes. Not like I'm counting, but.
I'll be there in like 15 hours, 14, 15 hours.
The nervous poops are cooking.
The thing that's interesting about this workout is the weight on the barbell is light enough that you should never be thinking about putting it down. So it's all going to be.
It's all unbroken.
Just how quick you can throw it up. The pull-ups, it's a question of where's your grip fatigue at? And where's your heart rate at? Because you and I can both do sets of 15. But do you do set of 15 for the first? How do you feel coming off the barbell after round 2, round 3?
Mm-hmm.
Are you still holding on to it? Are you maxed out? These small little things are going to be the difference, because on a 1,000-meter row, there's only so much ground to make up, but there's a world of blowing up your heart rate.
Yeah, I think as funny as it sounds, and maybe you think this too, I think the workout is going to be, and maybe you're like, dude, no. I think the workout is going to be 1 on the rower. Because think about this. If I come off the row at 345,
getting in my head because I was thinking the opposite.
No, it's the row. If I come off the rower at 345, you come off the rower at 330, that means for 15 seconds straight, you're probably almost already done with your pull-ups. Like you just grab it, just boop, 15 straight. There's no break. And I'm just starting. Now, maybe, here's the case. This is what I'm saying. Like, I think the rower actually defines a lot. I bet my heart rate at 345 off and you're at a 330. I bet our heart rates are actually very similar. So I'm right there. Our heart rates are the same, but I'm 15 seconds out. And this is a fast workout. The guys at the games who were doing more reps were finishing in the 7-minute mark. They were like a 7:30, and they're doing 25 and 135 pounds. So it's like, it's going to be sub 10. It has to be sub 10. But the question is, like, can I make up a gap?
How many pull-ups are we doing? We're doing 75?
75, yeah.
75 pull-ups. Yeah,
and 35 yeah.
Shoulder to overhead at 95. That's like, it's going to rip.
It's fast. It's going to be really fast. So I think the rower is going to define everything. I really do believe that. And so
You say that though. And the only example I will give though is if one of us is able to hold on to 15 unbroken pull-ups in transition and 15 in transition, another does 8, 7 in between. It's like a breath. It's like those things add up too. Like
100%.
Those, and then like, how long does it take you to pick up the bar? And so, I mean, I agree with you that the play on like the seconds, it's going to be a workout of seconds on minutes between us.
Yeah.
But the thing that I do, the difference in my heart rate doing like I'm just thinking about like 500s on the rower, like a 145. I can hold on to a 145. If I drop that down to 138, so I pick up 14 seconds, the difference in how I'm going to feel going into that couplet, that 5-round couplet, is intensely different.
I think
because it's that effort over the same amount of time it should take me to do the couplet.
Right, like so if the way I think about it is we'll both go let's just say 4 minutes is our top marker for the row, just for argument's sake. Like you got 4 minutes to work on the row, then we're going sub 10. So let's say we have 5 minutes to complete 5 rounds. So we need to almost be an EMOM. Where was I going with this? Oh, bloody hell, my brain. I think what I was getting at is, it's going to be a game of seconds. But I think, to your point, I think if I push the row, like I feel like a good, healthy pace without really cranking for me is like a 152 split is really comfy for me right there. So I'm off around that 345 and I feel good there. Nothing is jacked up. Heart feels good. Lungs feel good. If I push and I'm in my head about your pacing on that, then I'm afraid I'm going to be breaking. I'll be the time I'll win on the row, I will need in time to get my air back in the barbell and then the rig. So I really don't know. I'm going to try keep it, just keep in the wheelhouse, just nice and controlled. Keep my shit together, stay out of my head, and like just nice. And that's my goal. I want to just stay relaxed and just move well and see where I land. So,
yeah. Another kind of like thought just kind of popped into my head about how to think about this too is like, what can you actually do unbroken? Because if you think about the 1,000 meters, I can do that. I know I can do that in like the minute 36 splits for the 5. If I picked up the barbell, I know I can do 35 shoulder to overheads at 95. It might start as a press, end as a jerk, but I can do 35 unbroken. I know I cannot do 75 pull-ups unbroken. And so at some point it's going to feel like that. At some point, the volume will get to a point where like the pull-ups have to break. Like round 4, round 5, I don't think I'm physically going to be able to go unbroken just because it's going to feel like that fatigue jumping straight. I mean, you're not resting, you're jumping straight to push and then going straight there again. It's going to at some point feel like, hey, your kip's gone, like your shoulders are gone, your grip's gone or something.
I watched, because I'm a psychopath, and I was thinking about this workout all day. I watched the 2026. I rewatched the 07 Hopper at the 26 games, and the commentators exactly spoke to that Jay Crouch won the event at it was like a 720, and he did not take a single break on any pull-ups across the 5 rounds. James Sprague did. And James' pace dropped because he was doing like maybe like a 15-10, and he would kind of come and just, shake a little chalk and get back to work. And Jay did not break. And that not breaking gained Jay Crouch, I think, like 16 seconds across that range over James. And they were like, oh, well, like James broke, Jay didn't. It is what it is. That's the guy who won. It's like, where does our hands just give up? I don't know. My biggest fear about tomorrow is trying to stay as chalked as I can so I can hold on. And like, I don't want to spend the time chalking, but I'm like, I have to, because if I don't chalk, I know it's going to start coming apart. So I've just got to absolutely douse my hands to hold on to the pull-up bar. And honestly, I'll probably be sweating pretty good. So I'll need it for the barbell as well. So I'm going to keep
chalk up the barbell,
chalk up the rig. I'm going to scrape the rig with some chalk bars. Yeah. And I think that's my only, I think as soon I have to have my grips on the rower and have them in place, ready to go. So I just walk straight from the rower and grab and go. But
yeah, I'll tell you this without there being too many games within the game. I will do 8-7 tomorrow. There's zero chance that I think it's the right idea to try to do 15 unbroken.
Are you going to go 8-7 out the gate and just keep your arms fresh? Yeah. So you're looking for those 5 rounds to stay consistent at 8-7. That's your goal.
Yeah. Because I will do 8-7 and take 2 steps and pick up the barbell and fire out 7 and be right back within 15 seconds.
Yeah. I just need to, I always have like a game plan in my head. Me and Ben Nowacki actually talk about this. Like, you always have a game plan until you're in it. And you're like, well, we're fine. Yeah. Everyone has a game plan until they get punched in the mouth. And I just got to see, I don't know. It's like, that's kind of why it's fun to do it. Obviously, we like to do this together because we can egg each other on and see where we're at. But at the end of the day, this is our personal check-in on a larger scale of competition, because this is a good look in the mirror before these 6 months go really quick and we're at the Open in 27. And the goal of this podcast was chasing RX, and that to me is like getting in that 75th percentile and up, where you get to move forward competitively, where we go from just the Open and all of a sudden we're in, I guess it's quarterfinals, right? It'd be the secondary tier. So I want to see where I land, and I want to push and see what I can get out of myself.
Yeah. Okay. I have 5 minutes. This is a quick live hit, but I can't go the whole day without. I mean, we talk too much without saying.
I've been staring at my phone staring at my phone all day waiting for the call. I'm like, where is he? Where is he? Obviously, yeah. Pete's 3 hours behind me, so I did the workout first, and I had a longer break, so I've been waiting.
Yeah, he had a longer break. Right, dude, how hot is it in Virginia today?
It's really hot. It is. I'll tell you. I think it's in the 90s, and it's really, really humid.
Yeah.
No, mid 80s. It's like clouds, rain on and off. So it's a lot of humidity in the air. It is extremely sticky. Kate and I were complaining about it earlier. So it's not great.
Finley came to the gym with me. It's 90 degrees here today. We have an extreme heat warning.
Oh.
And which, 90 is not extreme for most places, but here I guess it is. And Finley came to the gym with me, and I was like, just doing my warm up. And she's like, Dad, what? Did you already do the workout? You're so sweaty. I was like, it's gonna be a long couple minutes doing this workout. Like I'm already like drenched.
I was actually happy when you sent me the video, or it was a photo or video, and you're like, it's go time, and you were sweating, and I was like, because we talked about it yesterday, I was like, I really wanted to be in like fight mode when it was go time. I didn't want to feel like I'm kind of warm, kind of not. I was like, I want to be like I'm in it.
Yeah.
But still, I was not ready.
Yeah.
I was not ready.
So real quick here, real quick here. After doing the workout, I feel like you beat me just because I did not perform a key part of the workout completely broke down that I did not expect. Actually, we talked about a little last night that the pull-ups were going to be the place. So it's like, oh, I can't do 75. I'm broken. So like, that's the part that's going to break. It broke so fast for me that I had no problem in the row, no problem in the shoulder overhead. And like the pull-ups took me way longer than I wanted them to. And so I just like feel like I left the workout being like, man, like I think Joel might have taken it.
We've talked about this, I think, before, but you have those voices sometimes in your head where you're like, I want to go home. Like I had that. I started on the rower and I was just thinking like, I was maybe 300 meters in and I was like, I don't want to be here. I really felt it.
Dude, I did too.
And I was like,
I thought the same thing. I was like, Joel doesn't care if I do this today.
I was like, I started rowing. I was like, and I'm telling myself like, this is war. Like you've got to push, Joel. You got to like really try. Yeah. And my body was just like, it was like existential. Like it was like, go home. You don't want to be here. You don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if this voice wins, I'm really going to be embarrassed. I really need to get out of my head and I could literally watch my pace. I slumped to like a 2-minute 500 split on the rower. In that moment, I was like, yeah, don't like chill out, try to relax. Like it doesn't matter. I'm like, no, it does. And I went back down to about like a 150. I rode fairly constant, like a 150, 152, but I slumped to 2 minutes for probably 100 meters and then came back into it. Like when I got my head right.
Yeah.
So quick highlight for me, what I did not anticipate was grip fatigue. I really did not think that was going to be an issue. I thought the row would affect my heart rate and not any other factor, but it affects your core a little bit, legs, and your grip. And I came out the gate and I had confidently thought it's 15 unbroken without issue, nice and relaxed, no issues. First set, 8-7. I hit 8 and I was like, I have to break now because I'm going to be in trouble if I don't. So I went 8 and I was like, I got to let go and I got to try like get my head right. So first set was 8-7. Second set, I did 15. And then I was like, that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. And then I come off the barbell. All barbell was unbroken, which probably was for you too. Yeah. I got back to the rig and I was like, I can't do another 15. And this was set 3. I went 5-5-5 on 3. And I did 5-5-5 the whole way through the end. So 3, 4, and 5 were all butterfly, but they were quick. So I would literally pop, pop, pop. I would step, I would turn, do like a 180 and hit the bar again, pop, 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 and then 180 and turn. Yeah. No break to the barbell, 0. I did not stare at the barbell. I grabbed it and I sent it. And I sent you my video.
I lost my talent in pull-ups. 9-13.
9-13.
9-13. Absolutely.
Joel.
Through what happened? Well, like,
no, so you beat me by over a minute.
So what happened? What was your row time? When were you off the rower?
I get off the rower like right at like 3:22, something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Like, exactly what I planned. And I did 8. Like the first set was 8-4-3. The second set was 5-5-5. Then it was 5-5-5. Then it was 5-2-2. Like it was like I was like just completely broken.
What I found, and the reason that I actually was okay doing my 5s, and I checked it before I did it. I did a normal pull up, that classic, like you kip, you go in, you go back, and I did that, and I timed sets, and I realized if I go, I'll lose my cadence on long sets of butterfly. My hip will move in the wrong position. But on quick 5s, I was saving over a second per pull up.
Yeah.
Like my hang time when I like 1, big kip down, 2. And with butterflies, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And so if you talk about 75 reps, if I was 1 second rotationally faster than you, that's 1 minute and 15 seconds.
That's it. Yeah, that's exactly the time difference.
You smoked me on the rower though.
I didn't realize how much work I need to do. Like just some of the like typical normal things. It's like, oh no, I have pull-ups. And it's like, no, it's like when the rubber hit the road for this test, which is why it's awesome. It's like, as soon as I had grip fatigue and jumped into the pull-up set, I didn't have quick, large pull-up sets.
Yeah.
And dude, congratulations. Good win for you.
It was awful. It was really, really, really bad. I didn't want to tell you before we talked. It was horrendous.
Yeah.
It really, really, really hurt.
Yeah.
If you can watch the video again later, you can see the suffering in my face and how much sweat was just dumping off of me. And I could barely speak. I mean, it was rough.
All right. We're going to jump back on here and talk more later.
Okay.
We're going to let this one sink in.
Go do your thing.
All right.
All right. See you, buddy.